flow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know that I feel
Trusty Ape, here for a short one today. Another short one on Thursday, 28th of May, um, 2026. That's the year. Okay, and just kind of brief bit of housekeeping, I suppose. I got like a notification from StreamYard saying that I was like running low on streaming hours, and that's how little I've been streaming since I lost my subscription. This is I think the first time I have maxed out in quite a while. But I'm not actually that close to maxing out as it turns out. So I still have like 6 hours left. And so I'm going to attempt to burn up those hours because we are overdue for another, or rather due for another open room. Um, and basically, I'm going to try to do that probably on Sunday. I'm thinking it'll probably be Sunday. So here's the deal for me. I've been operating with a lot of pain lately, tooth pain, and I need to get back down to one of those emergency dental clinics and see if they can take care of it because it's been pretty rough. Even as I speak now, I'm like, um, yeah, it's not nice. Having dental issues is never fucking fun. But right now we're like at a point where it's really interfering with my life and stuff like that. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple of months. I try not to bitch too much about it, but occasionally I do. I must complain and also notify that probably I will have to take at least a couple of days off from streaming and running my mouth too much. If I can get this work done and stuff like that, I imagine. So that'll probably be happening here. Still streaming to NanoCon. Links for fundraising are down there. There are other ways to support me as well. All that stuff's in the doobly-doo description box or whatever they call that. What's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. So this stream is just yeah, a bit of talk, a shout out and a nod to the pubescent young man uh, who made a point to have his driver stop at the intersection so that he'd call me a jackass. Completely unnecessary stop. And I registered that he was trying to shout at me before that, so I guess he must have recognized me or something. I'm like semi-famous around these parts for all the wrong reasons, I suppose. Infamous, if you will. Um, but yeah, that kid, you're not even old enough for me to tell you where you can put my dick. So excuse me, I'm sorry, was that, if you'd rested for another moment, we might have made, contact like fist to face or something. I don't know. But no, I'm not reacting like that. I was just a bit puzzled and amused, and I continued on my journey to the bus stop, and I made it where the fuck I was going. So I don't know what they were on, right? Uh, so Achtung Jackass, yeah. That's a nod to Mike Dirnt, the bass player from Green Day, had a side project. That was the title of the album. Anti-fascist propaganda, of course, because that's what we do here. We're not into entertaining the fascism around these parts. I don't know where people get that idea, but yeah, no fascist here. We've rebranded, we've changed the colors, we've changed the avatar. We're moving in a different direction. Damn it. There was something else. Oh yeah, and so on that note, I kind of discovered, look, so there's a time and a place for everything, and sometimes what we do here doesn't belong, intermingled with things we're doing out there, right? Like I'm on this fucking weird app. I guess it's connected to like Facebook. They call it Instagram or something. And mainly, um, I think I got on there to like catch up with a handful of people who said they weren't using Facebook anymore, which I think is weird because it's kind of essentially, almost the same platform, but a little bit different, right? But the thing that was weird was like on Facebook, you could connect your number with your Facebook, but you could opt out of that. And on Instagram, I have not found that feature. So I've found more and more like people that I exchange numbers with professionally were able to view my Instagram profile. And because I'm a fucking genius, I added the hashtag for these videos at the top of that profile. So it's not like if you go and search me, myself, my government name, because I haven't been too secretive about that. Um, you you would find a couple things here and there, but not too much. But if you were to go search that hashtag and then find all the shit associated with this channel, and then further associate that with me, yeah, it's just not really. I was trying to keep those things kind of separate, but it's difficult in the digital age of social media and all of that shit, right? But I don't typically go around talking about my YouTube projects or whatever with people that I'm like professionally associated with. And I don't, it's not a thing that I do. I don't like make, it's not a mission of mine to indoctrinate or deconvert people in any way if they're not like, seeking that out. If they come to me and ask me something, sure, maybe I could, but yeah, especially now I'm like, working with kids, there's no part of me that wants to have any influence of such on other people's children and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe making a point to a bit further uh, try to put more separation in those activities or what have you. Um, like personally, I could just go and probably the best thing would be to like make my profiles like more private or restricted or something like that. So yeah, that happened, and I was looking at that and I was like, okay, well, it's probably something I need to handle. Be about that business. Um, but yeah, it's kind of because I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of my activities online, right? But it's there's a bit of a disconnect between that and like how I interface and interact with the public on a day-to-day basis, right? Um, and I've jumped that wall a bit, like um, in my capacity in other positions. I could remember a time somewhat recently where I had basically gone after some religious folks for the tactics they were using to try to peddle their wares on people, right? And because of the position that I was in, I was like, hey, you can't do that here, right? And then they started screaming about their religious liberty and all of that shit, and I was like, nope, you don't have the right to come out here and do that, right? So I did do that, as a matter of principle because it bothered me, but like again, trying to maintain professionalism and not insert my views in unnecessary places where they don't need to be, right? Or whatever. And as all of this has been going on over the past, couple of few weeks here, I've also received big news in my personal life or whatever. It's basically as far as like familial relations go and things like that. You know, a thing that I was loosely accused of many years ago or several years ago. I don't know, like a decade ago, right? Where it was said or it was speculated that I might have done something very terrible, um, and has now been brought to light after all of these years that, oh no, in fact, that person that did that terrible thing, we now know who they are, and it wasn't me, which of course I knew all along. Um, but it makes it really difficult because of those strained relationships within the family of people who didn't quite know whether they could believe me or they could trust me, right? And so they've, taken up their positions, and so that's caused a lot of strain within the family. Um, and again, it's bittersweet because this terrible thing did happen within, my family. And even though some people speculated that, I was the person who did that. Now they know that I was not the person who did that, but unfortunately, that thing still did happen. It hurt people close to me, right? And so I can't really take like a victory lap on that one, like just because I knew that I didn't do it, right? But I also, I I couldn't, stop what this other person did. I wasn't aware of it at the time, right? And so that's pretty rough, And it's like through taking responsibility for our own actions is difficult enough as it is without being, accused or rumored about that you've done other things, and then have to defend against those. So, yeah, weird kind of bittersweet victory, I guess, but not really a win. Um, so yeah, just dealing with all of that bullshit and everything going on. I hope you all are having a great week. I don't want to go on too terribly much about myself, but although I've already been doing that, but yeah, we'll check out a couple of these weirdos on the internet, maybe. Um, I found this. I thought it was funny, so we'll give. It's only a couple minutes long. This is the Cat Podcast. If you haven't seen it, it's adorable. Oh, it's probably got ads. Are we monetized yet? This channel is yet to be sponsored by BetterHelp. I would run ads for BetterHelp if they just gave me free therapy at this point. That's, I think. Oh, come on, are we frozen? Not even anybody else here using the fucking internet. Come on. Oh, this went back to Ed's stream. It's taking too long. Just shut it down. Shut it down. Horrible internet lag.
Today, we're discussing something important. Why do humans even need a job? Listen, have you noticed something strange? Our human leaves somewhere every single day and leaves for a long time with a face like he really doesn't enjoy it. At first, I thought it was
That's true. That's actually true.
hunting, going out to get us food. But then I realized if he was hunting, food would show up immediately. And for some reason, it doesn't always happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I thought that too at first.
Here's some very astute cats.
Sometimes he comes back and there's no food. Sometimes there is, but only for himself. That's a very suspicious and extremely inefficient system.
I don't know. These cats look pretty well fed. I would probably venture to guess that their owner keeps food in the
tried
house.
to understand maybe work is some kind of ritual. Like if he doesn't leave, the day doesn't count. Same as us. If you didn't nap during the day was wasted. Well, sounds logical, but why is he always so tired? Rituals are supposed to relax you, not make you angry and exhausted.
Exactly.
That's the main question.
Right.
He comes back tired and still goes again the next day. That's starting to look like an addiction. And the weirdest part, sometimes he works from home, just sits there staring at a glowing rectangle, doesn't eat, doesn't sleep, sometimes sighs. Yeah, and that's exactly when he needs help the most. Of course he does. That's why I lie down on the keyboard. And I sit on the documents.
I don't think I have not. Well, okay, so did I own a computer? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I know I owned a computer, like, years and years ago when I had my first cat. But I'm trying to think when I had my last cat. I don't think I actually owned a computer during that time. So I've never had a cat lay on my keyboard. I've never had both things.
So he doesn't lose anything important. Sometimes I block the screen with my tail. He gets annoyed at first, then pets me. So the method works.
Yeah, I'm neither a cat nor dog person. I'm into both, but I've become less and less. I've just been about not really becoming attached to my pets over the past years because I've lost a few, and then that was
But I
rough.
still don't understand why he makes it so complicated. The perfect job
So
already
I just love on other people's fur babies, you know.
exists. Lying down, sometimes eating, sometimes looking out the window, sometimes yelling for no reason. Maximum efficiency, minimum effort. Meanwhile, humans are always thinking about the future, deadlines. They even set alarms. That's just torture. Why wake up if you don't have to? But maybe he's not working for food. Then what for? To buy us toys we immediately hate, and treats, the ones on sale. But for us, delicacies. I get it now.
I thought it was pretty funny. So that's the cat podcast, and why do humans work? Cute little thing going on there. Yeah, that's and then we got this guy who I don't even know how the fuck. See, I don't know where these people come from or how I become subscribed to this video or to these channels and see these videos. But this one came through my. It just came through my. Again, I didn't choose this. This is what YouTube feeds me.
There are always going to be crackheads who want to see only the worst from you because they don't like themselves, they're self-loathing, they don't really feel proud of themselves, and they just have this negativity within them that they want to project, especially when they feel like they have their own gaping holes to basically fill out on. As
I do feel like he so first of all there are some interesting points to be made here. I don't know if I would call these people crackheads myself. I don't know if we have but I understand the people he's talking about, and also I appreciate that he skirted around the gaping holes reference and trying not to be punny there at all. I appreciate that.
well as try to feel more superior about themselves. I should know. I've been there. I've had crackheads try to see the worst in me and
But why are they crackheads though? Are they literally using crack cocaine? Is that what we're
try
talking about?
to see just how low I could go, especially when it came to my senior year of high school. Well, the last few months of high school, when a friend of mine won multiple arts awards, one crackhead chose to make fun of me and tried to see if I was really
I mean, this is honestly, this is why I left high school, and not to be like, oh yeah, like formal education is such bullshit, but I was in a position where I saw like one of my best friends was barely literate, like I'm not fucking exaggerating, um, and I had to like help him out with a lot of his projects, and he graduated, right? And I was like, this is just such bullshit. I don't actually need to participate in this, and also all of the fucking social politics around that, especially in the area I was at. I mean, there were a bunch of fucking dickheads in high
jealous
school.
of
Really.
that person. And another stupid crackhead, the person who kept calling me a fail of light, saying to me, "Yeah, Tony, stop doing that to your colleague." And the colleague of mine told me, "Oh, they're just joking." You know what I honestly think about those damn crackheads? They're just nothing more than a bunch of idiots who chose to try to poke the bear and thought that they could get
Are you the bear in this case? I'm sorry. He's the bear we're talking about. Okay,
away with this type of bullshit. Come on, this was senior year of high school. I thought you guys freaking changed. You know what I would have done to those damn stupid crackheads?
Apparently nothing, because if you would have done it, then it would be done, and you'd be talking about what you actually did. But since you didn't do anything, you wouldn't have done shit because you didn't do shit. Does that make any type of sense?
Done that one thing to just kick them up the bum, make them feel sorry about themselves, and maybe even phone their parents to see what the hell is going on with them.
You kick them up the bum? Put your foot in their ass? Is that what you meant to say?
Honestly,
Okay.
I think it's probably their parents who probably didn't really think too much about raising their own children well and make them value the absolute magic of minding their own
True,
businesses.
true. Minding your own businesses. Also, this I somehow seems connected or like relevant because I started watching this documentary earlier. It's a little older, but it's about the one of the kids from Columbine. I guess his mom like wrote a book and then did a TED talk, and it was all pretty terrible. And somehow I feel like that's connected to this, and I was thinking about actually, talking about it on here, but I don't know. Yeah.
And never poking the bear. But it seems like those damn crackheads just only wanted to see the worst in me, but at the end of the day, they might as well just not feel happy about themselves.
Yeah, I don't know about just using crackheads as a general pejorative like this. Yeah, it just seems really immature, like considering you're talking about other people and accusing them of being immature, but you're using crackhead as the pejorative of choice here. And I don't think it really works for me. I mean, you know, I have been in recovery, and I like take a humanist approach, compassionate approach to substance abuse and stuff like that. So
Because, well,
that's just me.
they're just not so proud of what they think they are as people. So the next time some crackheads choose to see the worst in you, remember this: they're not proud of themselves. They only want to fill out some of their insecurities onto you and project all of that onto you so they could feel better about themselves. Thanks so much for listening and stay awesome, everybody.
True that. True that. Let's take that out of the playlist now. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so save the children. Please do. Let's save all the children if we can. Oh, these are children in Gaza. I don't know. Wait, depending on your political stance, maybe don't save children. I'm not sure. What do you think? Are we saving children in Gaza, or should we be focused on the children here at home? No, it's terrible. Save all the fucking children. Why would you not? You fucking weirdos. Um, yeah, just like how in God, you had that magic boat, the dude was gonna build, and he was drowning all the babies. It's like, no, those other kids don't matter. All right, let's see what this guy's been doing. Trying to take my mind off this fucking bullshit. So yeah, here he is, like uh, an hour ago. Just like, shut down NanoCon. Shut it down.
Like
Just
I
listen to
really
me.
I just don't understand that shit for the life of me.
Nope.
Like, wow,
Are you cleaning your ear, bro?
wow. Do y'all realize that the whole secular humanism, atheism, online thing is like dead, right? Like
Is it though? Is it
the
really?
whole thing is dead. Like it's dead. It is more rotted. It's more rotted than Christianity. It's more rotted than the church. It's worse than the church. At least the church has like dogmatic excuses and shit for being fucked up. You know
Like the church has a better reason for being fucked because they have dogmas? What?
what I'm saying? But what is the secular humanist excuse for being this fucking rotted to the core? Like it's just over. It's over. The whole thing has been exposed. It's so gross. So gross. It's so
What is the whole thing that's been exposed that's so gross? That atheists have conventions, they like to meet up there, and people are people, and sometimes shit happens. I'm sorry, what was the whole
so
thing?
gross. Like these people are so gross. So
Ew, so gross. They make me feel icky.
gross. So gross. And they're so
If he just repeats things over and over again, it makes them true. I mean, that's the way Bundy functions.
weird. They're so weird. And like why are they so obsessed with having this fucking NanoCon? Wait till y'all find out.
Why are you so obsessed with shutting it down, bro? Were you even gonna go to the thing in the first place? Has this motherfucker ever been to an atheist convention? Probably not.
Wait till y'all find out more about the fucking NanoCon shit, man.
Oh yeah, there's more coming. He keeps saying it every time. He does, 30 seconds, a minute and a half. He's like, "Oh, we're coming with more. I got more for you. Just keep fucking
This
holding
shit
your
is
breath."
fucked up. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go do shit.
Yeah, he's super busy right now. He just had to come on here to tell you how gross people were, like, and how he's coming with more.
I'll see y'all later. Join.
Nope.
Join. There's
Nope.
nothing to join. Shut down the NanoCon. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
I'm trying to go to that shit, motherfucker. Don't fuck up my little sleigh ride here. I'm trying to go down to NanoCon, see what's up, dude. Fucking cockblocker 86. No, I do joke, but seriously, I mean, what the fuck is your problem, man? Nobody can have any fun.
Camry Summer. I mean, your boy Pocket Lock about to hop into the motherfucking whip and hit the motherfucking highway. But
He's hitting the highway somewhere. And apparently he drives a Camry.
this is just a daily reminder that NanoCon is still happening. NanoCon is still fucked up. Yeah, your home.
We know it's still happening because nobody gives a shit about nobody who was actually going to be involved in NanoCon fucking gives a shit other than the fact that you keep running your mouth about some bullshit. But again, like, we could get numbers, like how many people who are gonna go to NanoCon who aren't going now because of Jay running his mouth. How many people? Show of hands.
Homegirl Nancy, Apostate Sisters. You remember our good buddy Nancy from the Apostate?
Nope, don't know her.
Sisters? Yeah. Your boy SR, Secular Rarity, Elliot, the Tennessee Strangler Martin. Yeah, he threw her down the stairs, sexually assaulted her, and strangled her.
Well, that's your story.
And everybody was like, "Nah, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Let's make this paper, G." They was literally like, "We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Let's make this paper. Let's make this money." You know what I'm saying? So, and like, I don't even remember
making a fuck ton of money off NanoCon. You can see their fucking financials, dude. That's just, you can literally look into it. I'm sure they're not making a whole hell of a lot of money.
how many days it is, a couple of months. The end of July 31st, the 1st of August. Yeah, they doing a whole nother NanoCon.
We fucking know, Jay. I'm trying to raise money to get there. What are you why do you think that you're informing anybody of anything at this point? You're just saying the same shit over and over again. And the same people keep fucking liking your videos.
They trying to get paid off that same gravy train.
Fucking cultists.
All over again. So we trying to shut it down. Help us shut down NanoCon. Keep it locked right here on the channel because we got some big shit.
I'm still watching, but for all the wrong fucking reasons, bro.
If you ain't already know how fucked up this shit was, when we tell you the new shit, you're gonna really see that this shit has been fucked up from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor, from them head, shoulder.
The rooter to the tutor? That's not even a fucking, who says this shit?
Shoulders, knees, and motherfucking toes. Head.
I'm sorry, what?
Shoulders, knees, and motherfucking toes. All the way fucked up. See you next time.
All the way fucked up. Keep fucking whining. Keep yapping your trap, dude. I get it. What's up? Pixie and Todd? Good to see you. My cat's laid across everything. Yeah. Yeah, my cat used to be like notorious back when I had my last cat. Actually, so even funnier, I had my last cat and my first dog. I got around the same time, and they were both pretty young, and they would compete for who was going to sleep under the blanket, right? And they got along well, and they played and stuff, so it wasn't but it was just like, as far as like, because they're like curled up, like one would be like in between my legs and the other one would be up under my arm, but it was a big dog. It was like a lab mix. And then but my cat used to be like, no, that's my spot. So I remember that. But yeah. And then, oh yeah, Pixie says, I get it. I always tell myself I'm not doing it again when I lose limit, and I find this defenseless little abandoned thing and off again. Yeah, I've taken in some rescues. my last, it was like my Jack Russell was my best friend, and and yeah, losing him the way that I did at the time that I did was just so extremely painful. I could never really connect to um, another animal like that. But like, I was like my dog, my mom's got dogs, and my girlfriend has a cat and a snake, and I get close to them. It's like, and animals just generally tend to warm up to me, and I can't be like a dick to them. So, but I don't take them home with me anymore. That's the key difference. Um, yeah, pocket liquor. Titan always calling everyone terrible names while displaying the characteristics of the thing they pretend to call out. Yeah, I mean, I, I'm like Titan. Titan is one of those like I have a level of respect for, but then yeah, it goes so far, and you're like, okay, okay, moral crusader, like let's fucking rein this shit in, my friend. Um, because yeah, I I don't know specifically what the fucking beefs were, and I know it goes back, right? Like I know some of the beefs, but I don't know all the beefs. Um, like those ones between you and Titan and stuff like that, Dixie. So I try not to say too much about it. As far as because I don't have all the facts straight or whatever. Just attest to the character of people that I do know about, and and try to like make it more reasonable conversation. But sometimes it's just not possible. Like we've gone too far, and there's just no reconciliation there. Um, so yeah, fascist fuckers will tell you who you can talk to and who you can't talk to and how you should think, and then call you a fascist when you don't comply, which is literally the definition of fascism. Like basically, that's fucking mind control right there. We will shame you. We will shame you. Um, Doc says, "What if Jay works for NanoCon Shill?" That's actually like I think basically what he's achieving. He's just drawing more attention to the event, and more people are like, "What the fuck is NanoCon?" And now they know, and he just keeps saying, "Oh, well, it's fucked up. Something bad happened," and it's just drawing more attention. If you want to cancel a fucking thing, then you would, probably, I would think, try to draw less attention to it. But yeah, it's their tactics. I saw traffic for the con, a double con. Wouldn't it be crazy? It made me want to go check it out, especially when he's talking about the sexy, sexy time, the orgy rooms. I don't know. At least he's getting traffic. When we were watching his videos, he was doing something right. No, I mean, I don't know if hate watching is like the best mode to be in, but I mean, it is something you can do. They say like negative attention is better than none at all. I feel like there were some people paying attention to him before though. He has this habit of going on these crusades, and he doesn't know when to hop the fuck off. Or maybe he's really like secretly brilliant in this way. He's attracted attention. Um, but yeah, and like Joe and Lil were on earlier, and yes, I was fucking watching. Because I'm a lurker. And we're talking about how fucking despicable his behavior is, regardless of what the reality of the situation is. It really comes down to how this fucking person acts, on his little soapbox here, and whether he deserves attention for that. What kind of attention he deserves for that? I know like the trolling has basically ceased because he has heavy-handed moderation. Like people were over there pushing back against him. Anybody who disagrees with Jay, they get the ban hammer, all that good shit. And we're not a bunch of tiny ass people with no lives who are gonna go create 1,000 sock accounts and go spam him. So we moved along. We're like, oh, this person doesn't actually want to be informed. He doesn't want a conversation. You can't like convince somebody of something that they were never convinced of in the first place, or something like that, right? Like they they just think they know, and they just keep running with it, and you can't talk them out of that. There's no ability to reason there. It's like, no, it is this way. 100%. That's my belief, and you can't change my mind. And Jay seems to fall into that category of people. He thinks he's got it figured out. He's got his little fucking red yarn, fucking scotch tape thing going on over here, and you cannot change his mind. Every time any piece of information that pushes back or disagrees with him, he uses it to shore up that wall. he's like, oh no, that is proof of the conspiracy. If you tell me something contradictory, that is proof that you are part of the conspiracy. That's all that is. And I think I'm only watching Monkey. I don't go to Pocket Lickers. Yeah, you can get better here. Honestly, and what I'm seeing, like the last couple of videos, a minute and a half, 50 seconds, something like that. And he's just regurgitating the same tired bullshit over and over and over again and saying he's going to come with more receipts and we're waiting. What specifically do those receipts say and why are they important? Right? Can you say something? No, he's not going to have shit. It's just it's a scam. It's a grift. He's just playing on the attention and we're never going to get anything more than what we have unless the only thing he's got left, if it happens, would be for like Nancy to come out and start talking on his channel or something like that. But I find that doubtful at this point. We'll see. Maybe. Even if that were to happen, wouldn't change the case that you're having a completely irrational emotional response to a situation you are, like ill-informed about. And regardless of whatever, you think you, Jay Bundy, myself, right? Nobody involved could have possibly prevented this situation using like the reasonable, the reasonable faculties that they possess. You can't just again go out and police people who are drunk in public. You're not the fucking police, and that's not your job. And even the police are going to respond in a way that is restrained in that situation, and there's going to be nobody running this whole what was this distract them and take them over to game time because we want to make sure that these two grown adults can't drunkenly make out in the foyer or something. It's not your job, dude. You're not in control of everybody's behavior all the time, and it's extremely arrogant and stupid to think that you would be. I don't know. What's up, Spooky? Good to see you. Shout out to all the lurkers out there, out in YouTube land. I do be lurking. I appreciate that. Thank you, Pixie. What's up, Will? Good to see you. Yeah, fuck that guy. I know that you don't need my help, but I did, I did come to your defense. I came to the defense. I was just like, no, that's stupid. And again, he like sent me a DM about who I should and shouldn't have moderating on my channel, and then said some shit in another live chat I was in, and I was like, haha, you're very silly over there, person. Not dropping the names here, but we know who we're talking about. And no, fuck all that shit. What's up, my awesome life? Good to see you. And Nitty says, yes, she made a signed statement under the consequence of perjury if she broadcasts a contradiction. Good point, yeah. So she's in a pickle. If she comes around and says something different, well, now we're in the back into that legal realm. What she put on paper, what she wanted to get notarized. But yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. I seriously doubt that's going to happen. We probably will never hear from this person again, or if we do, it will be a very long time. Welcome, Nitty. Good to see you. And we'll do one more, just satisfy our curiosity. I have been watching these, but they're not really. Yeah, he said it twice. Like NanoCon is still fucked up twice in a row.
Yeah, they're still playing.
He doesn't even have a title for the video. He's just like, NanoCon is still fucked up. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they're still running all over the YouTube, doing all the covering of their asses, all of the fucking promotion, all of the motherfucking community-wide gaslighting.
They're literally everybody who you're talking about and lumping in as they, which is not even all the people are involved in organizing the event, are literally like spreading awareness about the things that you claim to want them to spread awareness about. And also, yes, promoting the event because it's still happening. You're not shutting down shit. You're a fucking clown. And also fielding a shit ton of questions coming in that people are asking about this and how it's being handled and all that in the meantime. So thank you for just, causing a bunch of chaos unnecessarily. That's amazing. Thank you, Jay.
All of all the shit they've been doing. Yeah, they still doing that same shit, y'all. And however many days, yeah, they still plan to have NanoCon. And the shit was fucked up, and it's still fucked up, and it's gonna be fucked up in the future because it's fucked up and it's NanoCon, and it's always gonna be fucked up as long as there's a fucking NanoCon, which is why y'all need to help us shut down NanoCon. But yeah,
so we can just never have NanoCon again because it makes Jay sad.
They still doing all the fucked up shit. All right, we'll check in with you next time. We'll see you next time. Said I'm gone.
Fucking profound. I don't know how I could have done without watching this. I really needed this in my life. I know. I know. I'm just gonna subject you to more of it. The last couple of days, I'm gonna stream every day. I can't guarantee if it's gonna be like lengthy or effective at all. I could just continue repeating the same fucking talking points over and over again and say, "Oh no, fuck this shit."
Ain't really too much else to it. NanoCon is still on. They still gonna do this fucked up ass shit. They're still planning to do it. Wait till y'all hear some of the fucked up shit we've learned recently about NanoCon. Wait till y'all hear some of the fucked up shit we've learned recently. When I tell y'all this nano shit,
we're fucking waiting.
This NanoCon shit is all the way fucked up. It's all the way fucked up. When I tell y'all we done found out some shit about NanoCon that's gonna make you finally go like,
it will blow your fucking mind.
Sure. Keep it locked. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time.
That was about it. I'm not gonna. I've got, like I said, I'm still looking at these other things. 100 questions for atheists. Jesus Christ! How long is this video, D-Man?
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
Oh, he's still doing it. All right. He's on question 33. Hitting the like for deconverted man. Good luck with that endeavor. I'm probably gonna, go ahead and hop the fuck out of here pretty soon because, as I said, I'm dealing with some pain. I'm in pain, and I have some other shit to do after this. So yeah, that was the message. Some kid called me a jackass, and I need to do a better job of separating, my social media from, my professional affiliations or whatever. Not making that. Yeah, I'm not trying to dox myself or expose myself in any way. Well, wait, hold on. Anyway, but also, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck because we're adults enjoying consensual activities, and I'm not doing anything weird or illegal, and I certainly have not. Yeah, so yeah, the views expressed here are solely my own. Do not reflect, the businesses or other professionals that I associate with on a day-to-day basis, because I don't bring this shit up, at my job. I guess some people are into that. It's just not my thing, But other than that, I will say happy Thursday to everybody. Again, we're trying to do another open room on Sunday. It looks like, probably, most likely. Big love to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Pixie Storms, Tog, this one guy, Spooky Bed Hair, Will Freeman, Nitty, My Awesome Life, and all other viewers in the past, present, and future tense. Much love, be kind, be well, and stay trusty. And hopefully we'll see you next